I think I screamed for help probably 4 or 5 times.
Tonight, a continuing KVUE Defenders investigation.
I didn't know anything about it until, probably officially until you called me.
Missed indictment deadlines by the Travis County District Attorney's Office.
It is a big number. It is a large number.
And a new spotlight on possible violations of the rights of some defendants in jail and putting potentially violent ones back on the street. Here's senior reporter Tony Flowhevsky.
I pulled into the drive-thru. I was the only one there, and I was actively ordering.
25-year-old Emily Norris, behind the wheel of her car.
Somebody was walking up on this side of my car here.
Recounting the night a man randomly attacked her while ordering in the drive-thru at this North Austin Whataburger.
The kid jumped into my car. He pushed my face and came in feet first and landed on top of me here.
An attack that left her bruised and battered.
Definitely came out of it very shocked, like I couldn't believe that this just happened.
Investigators say they linked a cell phone the suspected attacker left behind to 21-year-old Jaderson Gabriel Paz, who they arrested a month later on a felony robbery charge with a $45,000 bond.
Knowing that he was, at least not out there being able to hurt somebody else was nice. It was a nice comfort.
Paz spent 99 days in the Travis County Correctional Complex, 9 days past a legal mandate for prosecutors to bring an indictment against a jailed defendant. His attorney cited that law in this motion to release him on a personal bond. Under the half-century-old Texas law, defendants must be released on a reduced bond if they aren't formally charged within 90 days. So Paz was released.
It's such an airtight case. You had everything right there in front of you. And for them to drop the ball like that by not formally indicting him is kind of the biggest issue I have. It was so easy and simple for them to move forward.
The Jaderson Paz case reveals just one dimension of the 90-day issue, potentially dangerous defendants getting out of jail because prosecutors failed to secure timely indictment. But our investigation also raises questions about other defendants languishing in jail months without any action on their cases. We found that some of them ultimately went nowhere.
But it was her father and his son.
In April 2024, police responded to this home after an altercation between a father and a 19-year-old son. Police arrested the teen for burglary of a habitation. On his 35th day in jail, he wrote the judge this letter saying he has no criminal history whatsoever, and being locked up places me in the position to lose my job and unenroll me from the hygienist program due to my absence. Yet prosecutors made no decision until after the 19-year-old sat in jail for 112 days, 3.5 months. 13 days after his release, prosecutors dropped the case by his father's request, which is why we're not naming or showing him.
In the case of that particular client, the 90-plus days he spent in jail were very hard on him.
Austin attorney Claire Carter represented the 19-year-old. She says several roadblocks kept her from getting her client released before 90 days and before he was injured in a fight.
It is fair to say, it is accurate to say that he really did suffer.
This afternoon, DA Garza blamed what he called management challenges.
The KVUE defenders first revealed the 90-day lapses in February after the release of 2 murder suspects on drastically reduced bonds. We've spent the week since analyzing 263 felony cases from 2024 where defendants stayed in jail but were not indicted within 90 days. The very cases that DA Jose Garza told us his office reviewed back in February.
Are you saying you do believe or don't believe that there is a broader management issue with getting cases in front of a grand jury?
The majority of cases over the last 14 months are cases that were handled appropriately.
Those 263 cases involved 181 defendants released on personal recognizance bonds or bonds as low as $1 after prosecutors missed the deadline to indict them, and sometimes attorneys argued for their release. Of the cases, 70 involved defendants accused of violent crimes, including 5 murder suspects. 193 cases involve suspects accused of drug offenses, thefts, and other nonviolent crimes. Prosecutors have since obtained indictments in most of the cases, often after those defendants were released. But along with the 19-year-old, defendants in 70 other cases had their charges dropped after spending 90 days or longer in jail. A grand jury issued no indictment in 5 cases.
It's pretty astonishing, and it's a very bad name and bad look for our criminal justice system.
Criminal justice reform advocates, including Natasha Malek from the nonprofit Texas Appleseed, said those cases are most alarming.
It makes you wonder, what evidence did you have? It must have been weak, or you didn't have any at all.
Bradley Hargis is the executive director of the nonprofit Capital Area Private Defender Service, which provides attorneys to indigent defendants.
If the state isn't prepared to proceed, then the person should be out and wait to see if the state is going to be able to proceed at all.
While experts say the root of the problem is on prosecutors to act within 90 days,
the responsibility for this is very widespread.
They also say the duty is shared on all sides of the courtroom.
The prosecutor has a responsibility. The defense bar has a responsibility. The responsibility is also on judges. It's on sheriffs. And at the end of the day, it's on the county to make sure that they're not illegally detaining people.
After waiting 15 months, Emily Norris says she received her first phone call ever from an assistant district attorney, 4 days after the KVUE defenders asked Garza's office about her case.
We are going to be moving forward with presenting your case to a grand jury next week.
Finally, action. Paz has now been indicted for assault with bodily injury, but Emily says the delay to prosecute has shaken her confidence in the justice system.
It was a really simple case for them, and I don't know how it fell apart like that.
DA Garza would not go on camera, but blamed what happened in Emily Norris's case on a former prosecutor. A spokesperson for Garza said suspects released because of missed deadlines represent a small percentage of the jail population and cases received by the DA's office. We provided Garza the results of our investigation, but he did not respond as to whether he still believes his office handled the 263 cases appropriately. His spokesperson said they are confident new safeguards will reduce the number of jailed defendants not indicted in 90 days. For the KVUE Defenders, I'm Tony Blahetsky, KVUE News.